Hi everybody, Patrick here with PHASCOHealth. Hey, what I want to talk to you about today is the pitfalls that are keeping you from reaching your goals with being healthier, happier, and losing weight. Today we're going to focus on the things that are holding you back from losing weight. Let's get right into it. There's only so many hours in a day, and sometimes when we're trying to make ourselves healthier and to do better, we start robbing ourselves of sleep. And sometimes the sleep quality is not that great either. When we start talking about how to improve our health, one of the first things I want you to think about is how much sleep are you getting and what's the quality of that sleep. See, sleep becomes so important. Your body does the majority of its healing while you sleep. So when you put your head on the pillow and you allow yourself to rest, your body has an opportunity to do most of its healing, to do most of its relaxing, and to fix any of those muscles that you may have damaged or overworked. It does a lot of its digestion while you sleep. And it also clears out all of the gunk, all of the thought processes that you had. Your brain gets cleaned out while you sleep as well. Make sure that when you start a new program, when we're trying to improve your health, you get enough sleep. If you want more information on sleep, see our website. We've got a handout for you. It's got 32 different tips on how to make sure you get the best night's sleep possible. Look into that if you need, but sleep becomes very important. We need our body to know that it's at rest, that it's relaxed, and that it's safe. And a good night's sleep becomes a part of that. Keeping yourself really well hydrated is very important when it comes to losing weight and feeling really healthy. We can lose water just through breathing throughout the course of the day, and we can lose some of that moisture even through sleep. So we wake up more dehydrated than we went to bed. Keeping yourself really well hydrated allows your body to function. Most North Americans tend to run quite dehydrated. We've been told that you should have so many glasses of water per day, and yet we don't always do that. The formula that we use in our program is we take your body weight, we divide that number in half, and that's how many fluid ounces of total liquid you should be drinking in the day. If you're drinking caffeinated products, you have to add that liquid back in because caffeine actually is a diuretic and it causes your body to lose more liquid than it does to maintain it. It might perk your energy for a little bit, but it actually dehydrates you more. Now let me ask you this. How many times have you had lunch halfway through the day? Maybe you haven't drank all the water you're supposed to and you finish eating that meal and you just feel like you just want to go to sleep. Well, there's a few things that are happening there. There could be too many carbohydrates in your lunch. That's one thing. But the other thing that happens is if you only have a certain amount of blood supply in your system and you just deposited all this food for digestion in your belly, your subconscious, your body starts focusing where the blood's going to go, and it starts pulling it away from your arms and your legs and your muscles and your brains to generate around that food to help the digestion. Because sometimes we have to add water into our digestive system to actually break those foods down. So we feel a little bit blah. We feel a little bit sleepy. And our brain basically says, you know what you should do? Why don't you just shut down all of your muscles and shut down your brain and go have a nap? And that will allow me the time to process this food even better. When there's not enough fluid in your system, your body wants to be tired. If we properly hydrate and we've got enough fluid in our system all day long, then your brain says, this is awesome. You can function all afternoon. You can keep going. You can do what you got to do because I can shift a little bit and I can digest that while we continue to filter the blood as well as allow you to think and allow you to move. Keeping yourself well hydrated is one of the easiest ways to increase your energy, and it also helps to decrease headaches as well. When people come into the pharmacy, one of the first things they say when they're having trouble with headaches is, are you drinking enough fluid? A lot of times we still run chronically dehydrated. So drink the fluid you need. Another important thing to remember when we're in the process of trying to make ourselves super healthy or more healthy or lose weight is we really have to be honest with ourselves. See, sometimes that little voice in the back of our head can lead us down the wrong path. Let me give you an example, and I've dealt with this many times myself. I wake up on Monday morning and I say, you know what, I'm ready to make a change. I'm gonna do better. And so I start out Monday morning and I eat the right breakfast and I eat the right lunch and I go, yeah, this feels great. And then I eat the right supper and I get to Tuesday and I'm like, that wasn't so bad, I can do that again. So I eat the right foods and I keep going and I feel good. And I get through Tuesday and then I get to Wednesday and I get to Thursday and now it's like, oh, this is a little bit hard. I'm still eating the right foods, but you know, the little voice says, wow, you've done really good. You've even been for a walk a number of times and you've done a little bit of exercise, Pat. You're doing great. And then Friday night comes. Well, Friday night when I was growing up, Friday night was always good times night. That was always the night to have something, to do something fun, to have some excitement. And because of that, I have a real tendency on Friday nights to want to have a treat, because Fun Fridays leads to Treat Fridays. And so the little voice in my head says, you know what? It wouldn't be so bad. Like, you've been so good. Why don't we just have a little treat? Maybe the weekend can be the time that we just back off a little bit. So I have a treat on a Friday night. And that treat leads me to feel like I need more treats. So you wake up Saturday morning and it's a great day. And you're like, wow, I've been eating really good all week. Maybe the family would really like to have pancakes. Maybe I'll tell them I love them by cooking some pancakes for them. And the next thing you know, I'm eating pancakes. Well, and then you say, well, now Saturday's kind of a write-off because I totally wasn't where I was supposed to be. Why don't I, today can be the day I eat hot dogs. And today can be the day that, well, maybe tonight's Dorito night. We'll go out and we'll have some treats, or we'll eat some junk food. Do you notice how all of a sudden my goals from Monday have tapered away because I've been listening to those thoughts? Binge eating on the weekend does not work, because what you set yourself up for is that you're going to get through the week on willpower, and you get to the weekend and boom, willpower's gone and the floodgates open. And you tell yourself, oh, it's okay, I'll do it better again on Monday. When you do what you always do, you get the results you always get. Here's a good way to look at it. If you're good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but Saturday and Sunday are rough, and we say, well, we can eat what we want on those days. 2 out of 7, that's 28%. That means 28% of your entire week has gone down the toilet. And then Monday morning, we beat ourselves up. So we increase the stress level in our head because we go, oh man, I did it again. I can't believe I did it. I'm so horrible at this. I can't believe I did that. I wasted all of that time. And we beat ourselves up with our negative talk. The binge eating ends up making you feel worse. When you decide that you're going to do the best job you can, when you decide that you're going to follow the rules and you're going to be on a set plan, life gets easier. We just change our thinking. We say, that's not what I do. This is how I run now. And we start making that a habit. It's when we continue to allow ourselves to break rules, when we continue to allow ourselves to fall down, that things become harder. You deserve to do the best for yourself. And when you get through a few of those days, it becomes more natural. And you start to feel even better. And then you start to see the results. And those results make you feel successful. You can feel successful without even having to start those results. But you have to get yourself in that mindset that you want to do it. One of the biggest challenges when you're starting a new program and you've decided to make yourself super healthy is battling all of those negative thoughts. Every one of us has between 60 and 90,000 thoughts that run through our head every day. And the majority of those thoughts tend to be negative. They're thoughts like, I'm too fat, I'm too lazy, I can't get it done, it's too hard, this is never going to work for me, if only I could lose 10 more pounds, I just don't have the time, I'm not motivated enough, people like me don't lose weight, maybe I can't succeed. Those are all negative thoughts, and the more we speak those kind of thoughts, the more we create that negativity in our body. And our body chooses to feel stressed, it feels anxious, and again, it will not want to release the weight. Changing your mindset and changing the way that you speak to yourself can have a drastic effect on your body. Let me give you something to think about. Have you ever met that person? Maybe there's a person in your life that says, you know what? I can eat whatever I want and I don't gain weight. It doesn't matter what I put in my mouth. I can't seem to gain weight. I don't gain weight no matter what I eat. The message that their front brain is telling their subconscious is, we don't need to hang on to the excess calories. We don't need to hang on to that. And they've said it so many times and they've practiced it so often, their subconscious, the part that runs most of their body, that works on digestion, that works on heart rate, that works on breathing, that works on anxiety, that part of their brain believes that they are doing just fine. And listen to those individuals when they say, I can eat whatever I want and I don't gain weight. They're not just saying it, they're feeling it. They're creating an emotion in their system that says, this is the way that I am. They believe that statement. Now let's flip it to the other side. How many people know that individual that says, oh, I don't know if I should have dessert. Everything I eat gets stuck on my hips. It doesn't seem to matter what I put in my mouth. I always gain weight. I can't seem to lose that 10 pounds to save my life. There doesn't matter what I do, I can't lose weight. Can you tell the difference in the energy? That individual is bringing on more of that. They're telling their subconscious, you know what, hang on to everything. That's what we do, that's what we think, and that's what we do. Just by changing the way you think, you can actually change how your body processes the food. In fact, there's even studies out there that say when we look at the food that we're eating and we focus on it and we give thanks to the food, we're grateful for the food. Thank you to this wonderful meal that's going to help nourish my body and help me to be healthy and at peace. Thank you for the abundance of food. I don't need to store a lot of excess food or calories because I know tomorrow will be abundant as well. When you speak to your body and your subconscious like that, your body says, hey, I'm at peace. And when I'm at peace, I'm not stressed. And when I'm not stressed, I don't need to hang on to all that excess weight. That brings me to the next point. Another thing that needs to happen in your life if you want to start releasing weight is that you need to find a way to de-stress your body and de-stress your mind. See, because our thoughts control our stress level. We can walk into a situation and create any amount of stress just based on what we think. If I stand there and I say to you, oh man, it's dark outside. I wonder where my car is. How far away did I park? Did I lock my car? What if somebody's in my car? What if somebody stole my car? And even if I get in my car, oh my goodness, do you know how many crazies there are on the streets? Do you know how many drunk drivers are out there? I'm not sure if I even want to drive home. Nothing has physically changed with me in this moment. But I've created some cortisol in my system. I've created some norepinephrine. I'm almost ready to go for a run because now I'm tense, thinking about the dangers that could be out there. We create our own level of stress in our body. When we say, I'm stressed, when we say life is stressful, when we say losing weight is stressful, we are creating more stress in our body. When we change our thought process around stress, we have the ability to release more of that. We change it. We take a deep breath and we say, life is easy. I am willing and able to do what I need, and I'm in control of myself. I decide what is stressful and what is not, and at this point, I believe my life is peaceful. I believe that I'm safe, and I believe that I can do anything that I want. When you start to change that feeling inside you, your body says, okay, we're at peace, we can do this. And one of the easiest ways to change that is to breathe. See, in our program, we spend almost a good 20 minutes or half an hour talking about the breathing process. When we carry on a conversation, when we're out and about, we don't have to think about breathing. Our body does it for us. But if all of our thoughts are negative, if all of our thoughts are stressful, we breathe different. We breathe with the top of our lungs. Maybe we even hold our breath. Maybe we tighten up our chest because we're afraid. One of the easiest ways to de-stress yourself very quickly is to breathe. We do that by doing a process called the 4-4-4 breathing. We're going to breathe in through our nose over the course of 4 seconds. We're going to hold it for 4 seconds, and then we're going to breathe out for 4 seconds. I learned this when I was teaching my quitting smoking program. In the quitting smoking world, we call it curbside yoga, because how do most people smoke? They light a cigarette and they go, and they believe that cigarette took away a lot of their stress. In reality, that deep breath tells the brain that it's at rest and that it's at peace. I want to teach you to do that right now. So we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose over 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and then release it for 4 seconds. Now, you don't really have to count it, but if you take the time to actually count it, it helps to decrease the stress in your mind as well. So I'm going to use my fingers. Here we go. Breathe in through your nose. Hold it for 4 seconds. And out for 4 seconds. And then hold it empty for 4 seconds. You do that a number of times. And what it does is it tells your body, it tells your mind that you are at peace, that you are at rest, that you are relaxed. And when your body is relaxed, it stops producing as much cortisol, it stops producing as much norepinephrine, and it tells the rest of your body that we are at peace. And when your body is at peace, it has the ability to get rid of and release weight faster. Breathing is one of the easiest things you can do. Another big myth when it comes to improving your health and possibly decreasing your weight is that you need to eat far less. That's not necessarily the case. A lot of people make a mistake when they're trying to lose weight by cutting out too many foods and cutting out too many calories. See, what happens when you cut out that many calories and you cut out all of that out of your system, your body realizes that there's less food coming in. And when that less food starts showing up, your body goes into a bit of a panic and says, I don't know if we can function with this little food. We're going to start slowing down your metabolism. We're going to start slowing down how your body digests, and we're going to start storing every ounce of it because we don't know if maybe there's a famine coming, maybe we're running out of food. And when your body goes into that state, again, it creates stress. And that stress then decreases your body's ability to start releasing the weight. Make sure that when you're eating good quality foods, and then we can watch the amount. Lots of vegetables, lots of good quality fats, lots of good quality protein, and very, very minimal sugars and carbohydrates. Now, when I say lots of them, we need to be using those in a certain moderation. But what we found through the program is that individuals that eat more high quality fats and more high quality vegetables tend to lose more weight, tend to have less brain fog, and tend to feel better. When we start looking at this program, I'll have you refer back to our eating guide, and you can see a little bit more on how we plan that out for you. It gives you the proper amounts, and it gives you the proper portions on how much to make that work. Another thing we want to talk about is failure to make a plan. When you don't make a plan on how you're going to follow through, things fall apart. When you don't make a plan on how you're going to eat, things fall apart. When you don't set a goal for what it is you really want to accomplish, your body doesn't know where it's going. Taking some time to make a plan, taking some time to set some goals, and writing them down is going to get you closer. See, because as soon as you take that pen and you put it in your hand and you write down, my goals this week are to eat healthy every day. My goal this week is to plan out my food every day and stick to it. Your body then starts conspiring to help prove you right. That's the power of the thinking that we can do. And in our program, we teach you a number of mindset tools and tricks to make this as easy as possible. See, losing weight doesn't have to be difficult, but we make it difficult by thinking it's difficult. Come on this journey with us, and I will show you how to do this painlessly, to enjoy it. I'll teach you how to change your emotions so you can get excited about the goals that you're setting. It's going to be a great adventure for both of us. You are going to have some amazing results, and I guarantee you that will get you to where you want to go. When you put in the work, you put in the time, and you get determined, we can get you where you want to go. In our PHASCOHealth program, these are a few of the tips and tools that we will tell you in order to help you reach the goals that you want to. See, not everybody comes into the program wanting to lose weight. Some of them come in looking for ways to make their lives happier, to make their lives more relaxed, to improve their relationships, but also to improve their health. And this is one aspect. These tools get taught again, but we add them into about 50 different tools and practices in the program to help you be the best you that you can be. My wife and I started the PHASCOHealth program because we could see a need. Both of us as pharmacists for the last 20 and 21 years realized that medications only play a small piece in helping to make you healthy and happy. We found that the more we looked into it, the more we realized that you can change your health just by changing the way that you think and changing the foods that you put into your body. So we started doing more research into that, talking to more people, looking things up, and came up with a plan. And between the two of us, we created this amazing program that will help you reach the goals that you want. We can help you to become healthier, we can help you to become happier, we can help you to lose weight, which will then lead you to be more active and get the results that you want. Medications play such a small piece, and we realized that it was time to move on and do something different. So we sold our pharmacy, and now our goal is to help 1 million people lose over 1 million pounds of weight, but not just physical weight. We've figured out how to help you release weight through rejection, through fears, through forgiveness. We can help you make your body healthy, because when we take those things off of us, our body becomes peaceful. And when our body is at peace, we become happier, we lose weight, we live longer, we create more connection and more love in our lives. click the link in the description and it'll take you to our website so we can explain this a little bit further and get you started on this road to success. Have an awesome day. You deserve it.